Yeah. And you were saying about the Lusitano that came from Spain.
Mhm.
You were actually asking for a difficult horse. We were talking off air, and you were saying you were looking for this difficult horse, and he came and he was aggressive, wasn't he? It wasn't just difficult; he was aggressive.
Yeah, that's right. That's my job over here. The last few years has been professional horse trainer, and
Mm,
so I really had the idea in my mind from the very beginning with everything that I want to take on as much challenge as possible, because through challenge you can learn the most. I didn't want anything to be easy, so I've been searching for difficult, very difficult, dangerous horses to try to fix, because from these horses you have the most on the line, and you can learn the most from these horses. Because what I've learned for sure and without a doubt is that the horses with the most problems have the most to say,
right.
and you have the most to learn from these horses with big problems. I
Mm,
have not.
mm,
I've trained, I guess, yeah, like over here in Austria, like tons and tons of horses. Not a single horse has given me the impression that they have some kind of brain disability or something like that. All of the horses had a psychological issue brought on by their care in humans. So it
yeah.
was like a man-made problem. And
Yeah.
so like, problem horses, yeah, you can learn a lot from them.
Yes.
So the Lusitano, yeah, the Lusitano, that's my second problem horse. Actually, the Haflinger riding pony, that's the first one. And he came to me because people knew in the region here that I was searching for problem horses, like very difficult ones, very, very difficult ones, that I wanted to make my business horse. So I would buy it and I would keep it as my business horse, and I'd use it for learning new techniques and things from. And so that's
Mm,
how I got the Haflinger riding pony. And he
mm,
came with quite some problems, but uh, it wasn't that bad. I was able to fix him within a couple of months, and I learned quite a bit from him, and I tested quite a bit on him. But yeah, I didn't feel that challenged by him. But the Lusitano, the Spanish horse, he spent 8 years in Spain, and he came to Central Europe through Belgium. From what I know about Spain and Portugal, the horses that they sell out of those places and send to Central Europe, to like Germany and Austria, they like to sell their problem horses off, and they keep the good ones. Basically, that's basically what happens a lot of the time.
yeah. Right.
So yeah, this guy came over, um, and yeah, he was a problem right off the bat. The owner told me that he was biting all the time and very aggressive. Everybody was scared of him. He spent all his time in the box. They wouldn't even let him out of the box because they didn't know what he would do. He was very unpredictable. And yeah, she hired me to train her horse to try to fix it. And I originally went to this horse under the care of the previous owner. And we
Mm,
tried to work with it. I showed her some horsemanship stuff, and yeah, it escalated actually. And that's what was so interesting. His problems started to get worse with the training, and that's because this horse
mm,
was used to having everybody under control. And as soon as
right.
she started to assert herself as a leader horse, so she wasn't beating him up or anything, but she's telling him what to do basically. Hey, you're gonna have to back up, you have to go forwards when I tell you to go forwards. And he had a problem with this, so he attacked her. And she called me from the hospital and say, yeah, you know, my
God.
horse attacked me. Like, and this isn't just a bite. He grabbed her while they were leading. She was only leading him. She wasn't even doing anything to him. He grabbed her by the arm and he smashed her into the ground, dropped to his knees and pinned her there, and then just smashed her into the ground with the intent. I mean, this is what's so amazing, with the intent to do damage. So
Right.
he had already learned this for sure in Spain, that if he hurts a human and sends them to the hospital, they leave him alone.
Blimey.
Yeah,
That's
so it
crazy.
was incredible. Yeah, so she told me what happened, and then she called me, and then a week
Crazy.
later or so, I came again, and I asked her. I said, "Okay, what did you do that he attacked you?" And she told me she was leading him just to the riding arena, and that was literally it. as hard as that is to believe. We always think, yeah, horses are attacking people when you put them into a corner or something like that and you beat them up and they're going to attack you. Not this guy. This guy was calculated in what he was doing. He would attack you unprovoked. And so I did the same thing as her. The exact same path. What did he do to me? He attacked me too. Yep.
Wow. Was it because you were going towards the arena and he knew something was about to happen?
Exactly. He knew that the arena was a place where the humans were trying to establish basically dominance over him as the leader horses. And he wasn't having it. And so he would literally attack you before you could even get him into the arena so that you couldn't do it. That's how intelligent the horses are. Yeah. And so he grabbed my arm. He ate my whole arm. I have scars here. Yeah, I don't think you can see them through the video. I have scars down my arm like I was attacked by a tiger or something because he ate my whole arm and then he grabbed it with his teeth and he galloped with me. My arm was stuck in his mouth and he held onto it and he took off with me. And then he smashed me into the ground, dropping to his knees, again with the intent to do enough damage that I have to go to the hospital.
Oh my God.
Incredible. Yeah, incredible. The learning behaviors some of these horses can learn to escape stress as a coping mechanism. And so, yeah, he smashed me into the ground. He did not do enough damage that I had to go to the hospital. I got up. I had a bunch of medical